thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be a 2022 horoscope or forecast, whatever you want to call it. And let's jump straight into it. Before I do get started, if you want your own 2022 forecast, I do have that available on my website, so you guys can book that, as well as a January 2022 forecast. It's a month ahead spread. Definitely check it out. It will be listed in the description. Just check my link tree. You'll literally see where it says you could book here, and that will take you to my website, okay? But let's go ahead and get straight into it, Capricorns. So what I was getting when I was meditating on your energy, I get the sense that this year is all about breaking free from this robotic nature of living life. And when I say that, this is that, you know, extremely practical, no fun, like all seriousness, let's get to the responsibility type of living, where it's like you wake up, go to work, come home, you got to take care of your kids, got to take care of the home, got to take care of responsibilities, and then you go to bed and then you wake up and repeat, okay? Or you may have a very, let's just be honest, you may work a lot, okay? Some of you guys may work a lot, and it's like, with you working a lot, it's not even like you're producing more in working a lot. It's just like you literally have no choice. Like, some of the work that you guys may have to do is so tedious and it's so stressful that you have to find some sort of way to kind of leverage that or make it not feel that way. It's like making the robotic nature of life fun again, or finding a way to squeeze in fun, where some of you guys are like literally like just on autopilot a little bit, you know? I'm doing this like a robot, but literally some of you are like on autopilot when it comes to just trying to get things done and trying to take care of this, trying to take care of that, when you're not taking care of you. And you guys need to make sure this year you're taking care of your mental health, your mental health, and also physical health, okay? Some of you, you're neglecting your physical health in the sense of working hard. Now, another thing I'm getting, some of you guys, like, your relationship may feel kind of like robotic in nature, where it just feels like it's on autopilot. Nothing's necessarily wrong, but nothing's necessarily like super exciting. And it could just be that stage in the relationship where you guys have been together for so long that it's not as fun as it used to be in the beginning. And, you know, with it getting more and more serious, it's more practical. So this year is all about spicing up your relationship and making it feel fun again, like how it was in the beginning, and finding new ways to bring that excitement in the bedroom, excitement around the connection as a whole, okay? Yeah, this feels like you guys are on go, but in a very like in a very bad way though. Like there needs to be a balance between being extremely focused and then knowing when to kind of pull back and rest, okay? Spirit is saying, look, it's good that you guys are charging ahead. It's good that you guys are focused this year, but also factor in some rest time. Also factor in some god dang on fun. Okay, factor in some fun. Have fun this year. Don't make it a situation where you're stressing yourself the hell out or placing impossible limitations on yourself, or impossible expectations, I should say. Excuse me. All right. Spirit is saying, think before you act as well. Really think your plans out before you do them, so that it doesn't feel like you didn't just do things for no reason. Especially with like a business. This also feels like a really cool year when it comes to figuring out who you are and what your new interests are. We never fully know who we are. Shoot, other people don't know who we are, and we constantly are learning new things about ourselves, because every single day we're changing. If you're somebody who's the same person you were 10 years ago, you're not growing, you're not elevating, and you're damn near dead, because we're always evolving, okay? We don't have the same amount of hairs on our head as we did yesterday. We don't have the same amount of, you guys get what I'm trying to say. we're not the same person that we were yesterday, okay? There's some dead skin that we didn't shed in between time and all of this stuff. So once you understand that we're constantly evolving and we're constantly changing, especially our perceptions and our thought process, then you'll understand that, okay, it's a constant effort to understand self. And this year you guys may find yourself interested in a whole bunch of new stuff, like stuff that you would have never seen yourself getting interested in. Okay, some of you may take a huge liking, excuse me, to astrology. You may start to like tarot so much that you want to read tarot. You may get into fashion. Like it's just different things that you may find yourself into, and it seems fun. Dive deep, have fun, explore, tap into your inner child. And I think I said this to Geminis and Scorpio, if I'm not confused. So if you have those placements, I would check the 2022 forecast out. Honestly, I would check out your rising sign in the first place with your sun sign to get more of an accurate like synopsis of what you may be going through. But this year feels like also like having to have restraint. And when I say have restraint, in a financial sense, and also in a sense of like eating habits. I already said finances, so I can't say spending. Also with love as well. Okay, some of you may decide to go into a space of abstinence or like not dealing with people sexually because of all the energies you may be taking on. But I want to get more in depth. Let's go ahead and flip the camera and see what's going on. And yeah, like I said, if you want a 2022 forecast or a January 2022 forecast, check out the information below and let's get into it. Capricorns, let's go ahead and get straight into the 2022 forecast. Capricorns, 2022 as a whole. All right, and we're gonna pull 8 cards. Alrighty, so all right, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first card that we have is representing the overall theme, and we have the 8 of Cups. This is the leave it all behind place. All right, so coming into 2022, the theme consists of removing yourself from things that leave you unfulfilled. So it's a lot of clearing out that's happening in 2022. A lot of you will be removing yourself from certain addictions that you may have participated in, that may have been like your coping mechanism. This is you removing yourself from like personal relationships that you feel like have no substance anymore or are just like dragging on. And of course, this could be you walking away from a relationship here because you feel like there's nothing left for you anymore, that you will find better elsewhere, because after the 8 of Cups is the 9 of Cups. So you could be feeling like the fulfillment that you're trying to tap into, it may be elsewhere from wherever you're at now. So there may be a lot of like removing yourself from certain things and having to go out on that adventure or that journey to find replacements, find things to fill those voids for things that you kind of walk away from or don't feel connected to anymore. All right, this is also mourning any losses. If you did have anyone pass away, a lot of you will be like more so going through the process of healing and accepting that that person is in a better place. Now, when it comes to career, work, and finances, I have the Chariot. So this is very positive. This is forward movement. As long as you guys don't focus on what you didn't do in 2021 and how you feel like you could have done more and shown up more for yourself. As long as you don't focus on that, you guys will have a successful year. A lot of you are coming into this year ready to do the work, which is awesome. And I know y'all are going through with all those planets that are literally in your sign, but I think that this is going to definitely gear you up, especially in career, for you guys to be successful if you still remain diligent and focused, irregardless of the little obstacles that try to come your way. Spirit is saying prioritize rest days as well. Don't get into this like trailblazing energy to where you just don't stop, because when you do stop, you're going to be burnt the hell out and it's going to take you a minute to get back into the swing of things. All right, a lot of you also will be using your love life, using your career as an opportunity for you to move on from your love life. It may be keeping you busy. Now, speaking of love, we do have the Sun card. So for a lot of you who are dating somebody new, this person could be making you pretty happy. There could be a child that comes out of this situation. So definitely, if you're not looking to have children anytime soon, I would wrap it up. Because I do see kids that, or a kid that comes out of this year for some of you, okay? Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. Or this person could be making you pretty happy. Now, the only thing that could be a slight issue this year is like your love interest, your person, or you, somebody kind of tapped into this egotistical way of dealing with things, or like their ego gets the best out of them or you and causes issues to pursue. So, or persist, let me say. So be careful of getting too caught up in your ego and trying to protect your ego, and be careful of dealing with somebody who may be egotistical. All right. Now, when it comes to what I see for your spiritual growth, I do have the Death card. So a lot of you are going to go through a personal transformation on a spiritual level, where you may have not had a very close relationship with God, your spirit guides, or even had like a set in stone belief system. Like a lot of you are going through the process of still trying to figure out exactly what you believe. Because you may be like trying to just gain more insight on religion and all these other things, but you may see like a complete shift in your spiritual beliefs by the end of the year. Whether that's shift into a whole new religion, a whole new way of thinking. All right, if not a shift in your religion or what you subscribe to, this could be more so like you doing a 180 essentially by focusing more so on that this year. What could be triggering this especially could be someone's passing, like a family member, an animal within your family, like somebody who you hold near and dear to you. That could be the catalyst of this like great spiritual awakening, because a lot of you are trying to search for the deeper meaning of life. But what I see in terms of the advice, I do have the King of Pentacles, which is the provider of prosperity and power. With this card coming up, the advice for you, you guys need to really focus on yourself this year. You guys need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, not just in the sense of focusing on financial opportunities and stuff like that, but also needing to take care of your mental health and just your physical health. Spirit is saying use this year as an opportunity to get back to the weight that you want to be. Use this year as an opportunity to get back into those eating practices you want to tap into, whether that's going vegan or pescatarian. Really nurture your body. Okay, this year feels like work hard, but nurture your body at the same time. Don't forget that part, because that could really impact how you present yourself this year if you're not really taking care of that back end stuff. All right, and this is also like working on personal trust issues when it comes to believing that you guys can possibly have a good outcome, instead of subscribing to a negative way of thinking and thinking that I don't know, bad things are going to happen if you take a leap of faith in business or in doing this or doing that. This is like reshaping your thought process. But what will empower you this year? We do have the Five of Swords. And with this, we have win or lose. So this is making sure that you understand that you're not in competition with anyone. Some of you could be feeling like you're in competition with life or people around you. You could be feeling like, well, this person's super successful and this person is doing good, and you know, trying to compare yourself to other people. So that's one thing that you may be needing to understand, is that you're not in a race with anyone. You're competing with yourself. You're competing with your oldest version. You're competing with who you were yesterday, and trying to become a better version of that individual today. Another thing you need to know, this is mental self-sabotage. So what will empower you is to make sure that you're not self-sabotaging yourself by doing things that go against what you say you want, by saying you want a successful business but then procrastinating, saying you want this but then doing the opposite, or almost like beating yourself up in regards to decisions that you want to make and then talking yourself out of it, essentially. But what you do need to focus on in 2022 with the King of Wands, which is the provider of authority and charm, you guys definitely need to focus on redirecting your energy to more positive things. This is making sure you're watching things that make you feel more upbeat and happy. Eating things that make you feel more upbeat and happy. Like, I don't know how to put this into words. This is making sure that you're I think this is kind of going back to what I was saying. This is making sure that you're fueling yourself so that you can exert this energy or take action on things that you desire, but you have to make sure that you're in a position to do that. And that starts from having a healthy mental space, or a healthy way of thinking, and also a healthy body. Okay. Also, what you guys need to focus on is like, dang, I just had it. You guys need to focus on like maybe pouring your energy into like new things, like exploring creative endeavors, tapping into your inner child. And taking things slowly. Like this year feels like, yeah, try to grind, but then don't overdo it, because that doesn't make the results speed up for you. It just makes you tired and burnt out. But last card, this is going to represent your most important lesson this year with the Knight of Cups, which is the messenger of romance and invitations. The most important lesson that you're going to receive is going to be surrounding love. This is needing to discern between who has something really to offer and who's just more so all talk, no action, who's just somebody to flirt with and not really to take serious, and who is. So there's going to be a lesson surrounding love and also personal emotions. Some of you will definitely be moody throughout this year, where one moment you feel like you're in a space to conquer the world, and then other moments your energy more so is like, you know what, I can't take this right now. So emotional fluctuations and also your love life may be some of the important lessons that you guys are going to be tapping into. And also, what's a real opportunity and what's not. What's something that's more so like a desire versus what's something that's a reality, and how can you make a desire a reality. So these are some of the things that I see. I wish you the best of luck, Capricorns, for 2022, and I will talk to you later. Bye.